Sid Malhotra is a Majnu in real life too.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, मजनू मतलब आपके अंदर वो जुनून होना चाहिए किसी चीज के लिए या किसी इंसान के लिए हो.
Who is that one?
अच्छा, अरे वाह, suddenly who? That wasn't your question.
You go there for the food and not because you're deciding your wedding outfit. Okay.
Mission Majnu, I am playing a tailor, Darzi.
Listen, you're doing
Desi
it.
style. Okay, Desi style. Okay, ready and start.
1, 2, 3, go.
No one's living like James Bond or have fancy cars
Yeah.
or those women around.
Yeah. The trailer says he doesn't need guns because वो अपने look से kill करते हैं लोगों को.
2022 has been special for all the love.
Hello and welcome to Uncut. My name is Sanya and I have the very special Siddharth Malhotra with me.
Hello.
I said welcome to Uncut.
Thank you.
I want to know what has 2022 been like for you?
2022 for me, I think in an overall, a lot of gratitude post the pandemic and post us being underground for a couple of years, going back on set fully, making movies, meeting people. So yeah, it's been a year of gratitude.
Yeah, any achievement that you're really proud of in this year?
Definitely the love that we're getting for Shersha. I think that kind of love, to get for a film that you work really hard on for many, many years and trying to get it out. It feels extremely gratifying as an actor. So yeah, 2022 has been special for all the love for Shersha.
Yeah. कुछ manifest करना चाहते हो 2023? It can be a materialistic thing also. Like
अभी तो शुरुआत हो रही है कि मिशन मजनू जो हमारी पिक्चर है उसकी शुरुआत साल की शुरुआत बहुत ही बढ़िया हो उससे.
But like what's बढ़िया for you? Tell me one thing that you would want Mission Majnu to achieve.
I think प्यार के हिसाब से definitely the love of the audience. You can really tell if कोई content चला है जब आपको messages आते हैं लोगों से, जब आप लोगों के videos देखते हैं, जब लोग आपके scenes की कोई reels बना रहे हैं, तारीफ कर रहे हैं, जब एक genuine प्यार से होता है, otherwise आप उनको recreate नहीं कर सकते. So I'm waiting for that love from the audience, that little madness that I saw in Shersha.
Yeah.
So looking forward to the new year with the 20th of Jan.
Yeah, okay, so I saw the trailer, I saw the song that has also come out and you're doing like really difficult stunts, okay? So one of them I'm going to ask you to do right now.
Oh, okay.
Can you guess what it is?
What is it?
It's a Sui Dhaga thing, okay?
Oh,
You have to put your 1 minute.
that is a stunt. ये सही में मुश्किल है, इसकी हमने ट्रेनिंग ली थी और retakes भी करे थे.
Okay, 1 minute, can you try and put this dhaga
अरे
into
यार.
the Sui?
Okay, let's try. 1 minute only.
Okay, your
one
time
second.
starts
Hey,
now.
wait, one second. No, 1 second.
Okay, tell me when you want to start.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me.
Listen, you're doing
Desi
it.
style. Okay, Desi style. Okay, ready and start.
1, 2, 3, go.
ये सबसे छोटी वाली सुई you've got, huh? 1 second.
Oh, you did it? No.
1 second. Listen, this sui is not made
It's
for.
the normal one, yeah? The one
There's
that
nothing normal about this sui.
you want to
No
look at
chance.
it light ke usse, so you
No
can-
chance. There is no. If you guys could zoom in, she has. This is cheating. 1 second.
Arey, this is normal Sui.
नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं है. See, Desi Sir is doing.
Yeah.
This sui is the.
Is it happening?
No. I think I shall. No, guys, 1 second. I don't think this sui is correct. You show it.
The Sui ka problem hai. Listen, I can't do it.
I'm not
You're
being
the
defensive.
Mission
I'm not
Majnu.
being defensive. We've used different suis that are bigger.
Okay. Yeah, this is really small.
This is really small.
Okay, I get it.
There's some
ठीक है.
secret sui. Be safe, huh? You're keeping it like that.
Yeah, that's
You're
why I
not-
put it in the...
Okay.
Tell me, एक spy play करना कैसा होता है? Do you enjoy it?
I think it's always such an interesting character because you're play acting in every scene. Once the audience knows that you're a spy, even if I'm talking to you like this, they know that I'm playing on two different levels. You know, one is what my real identity is, one I'm pretending
Yeah.
to be. So the scenes become very interesting. You could play act much more in every scene. So even in Mission Majnu, I'm playing a tailor, Darzi. I also pretend to be a plumber sometimes. I pretend to be a person who wants to buy something from a shop of an item of a particular nature. So every scene they are not pretending to be an army official in that country. So many things. There's so many things that you get to play, which is always interesting. Every scene you could use a different sur, different twang to it. So I've really liked it and loved playing such a character, and really eager to know what people think now on 20th of Jan.
Is there a spy movie that you really enjoy watching?
I mean, in the most cliche, fancy way, definitely James Bond series, whether it's the authentic 1970s ones
Yeah.
or the recent ones, is something that is so embedded in all of us as audiences.
Yeah.
But that's not what I've realized over the years, or even now during Mission Majnu's research, that it's nowhere close to reality. No one's living like James Bond or have fancy
Yeah.
cars or those women around.
Yeah.
But both have their entertaining genre. One is a most true story based, which is like how Mission Majnu is.
Yeah.
And James Bond is, of course, a more commercialized fantasy version of what a spy needs to be.
How did this role come to you?
This Amar Bhutala, our producer,
Yeah.
had this idea which we had discussed at a coffee shop we had met, and then we kind of he started doing something else. I did a couple of films after that. So then we circled back, I think after 2 years, and then I asked, I said, what is up with that script? And he had the script ready.
Yeah.
And then when I heard it, it was inspired. I found the ending very, very dramatic. It made me feel certain things in the end. I found it very interesting because it's an unconventional, spy who's pretending to be someone to get information, and it's not all guns blazing and fighting and doing action in that sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, then of course we got Shantanu Bagchi on board, who's our director. RSVP joined to produce it. Rashmika Mandhana. So it kind of built forward from there, and I think it's a very unique script
Yeah.
and a very unique character, which I'm really excited about.
Where did you shoot the film?
So we created. I'm playing an Indian spy based in Pakistan. So we created Rawalpindi in Lucknow.
Oh, okay.
Using making a lot of the locations there a little more retro and old world in that sense.
Yeah.
To sell the 1970s era. It's also my first time playing a character 1970s. So you've got the long collars, bell bottoms, and
Yeah.
and I mean, I've always said that I'm a big fan of Mr. Bachchan, and I've seen his movies from the 70s and that kind of styling.
But bell bottoms are back in fashion.
I mean, they are, but they're not like how it was,
Yeah.
in the 70s. Your collar heights, your prints and everything. So it was very cool to relive that era in a very subtle way, because it's not the song and dance commercial film in that sense. It's a more real spy thriller in that sense. To play a spy in that era was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I met Rashmika and she said कि आप दोनों bond करते थे on workouts.
On workouts, yes. She's a fitness freak. I think she had come to the outdoor to work out, and in between she was shooting. उल्टा था, it was not the other way around. So मैंने कहा, every time she's thinking of her plan, what to lift, what to do, and extremely fit.
Yeah.
And it was inspiring to see that, because I was a bit lazy maybe in that time, because I was fully covered wearing sweaters or wearing those pathanis which were loose, so there was not really much skin show in the film. But I think we had a great time shooting in Lucknow. She's extremely, I think, open to suggestions, very easygoing.
Yeah.
And again, it's always good to have two fresh people and pairing to really sell the story. So we needed characters from two different worlds. I'm coming from being a spy, and she's playing a local girl. And I think it's a new, fresh dynamics. Hopefully people enjoy it.
Yeah. So under the comment section of the trailer, there's one comment that says you can hate Bollywood, but you can't hate Siddharth Malhotra.
Oh, wow.
What do you have to say to that?
I'm happy for all the love flowing in, of course. I think life has been good and kind, say even post Shersha in the recent years. But it feels great. I think that's what we live for. I think that's what we're talking about. If a film gets that kind of love, is when you realize that it's something that you will cherish for years to come. I also equate success in a very different way. I think that's what true success is for any performing artist, is that if you do something at present, you don't know how to gauge that art form. But if you know after 3 years later, 5 years later, people are talking about that one scene, that one film, that one character that they like, that means the film is really connected and lived on.
Who do you seek validation from, like in terms of movies?
I don't think there's any particular personality in that sense, but it's definitely getting that collective vibe. Like you, in more so in today's time, you know whether a film has worked or not.
Yeah.
Because there's so much information behind it. Ki, acha, ye nahi kara, somebody's pretending to be this, pretending to be that. So you really know the true picture because of technology today.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can really fake it. But validation from the audience, that's it.
Okay, so now I have a segment called Paap Ki Adalat,
Paap ki adalat.
where I'm gonna tell you paps that you may have done, and then you can either defend it or then you can, actually tell if kara ya nahi kara. Okay?
Okay.
So the first is you like spying people online in real life also.
Of course, everyone's, yeah.
Yeah. Who is that one?
Ooh, acha, arey, wow, suddenly who? That wasn't your question.
Acha, okay. You left Delhi because you couldn't resist wahan ke chole bhature, which was a khatra to your career.
No. Though I do miss Delhi food though.
Okay. Sid Malhotra in Mission Majnu ka trailer says he doesn't need guns because वो अपने look से kill करते हैं लोगों को.
नहीं, he says मेरे काम करने का तरीका अलग है.
Okay.
तो फिर, yeah.
Sid Malhotra is a Majnu in real life too.
Oh yes, absolutely. I feel Majnu represents passion. You know, Majnu मतलब आपके में वो जुनून होना चाहिए किसी चीज़ के लिए या किसी इंसान के लिए हो, किसी चीज़ के लिए हो. I feel I'm extremely passionate, so बिल्कुल. Majnu.
But it's that lover boy also. Do you think you're romantic?
Yeah, even for that to be, you need to be extremely passionate. I think if you're passionate about one aspect, you'll be passionate in all other aspects in your life.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, Sid Malhotra learned the Sami step from Rashmika Mandanna.
No. At that time when she showed me the another song which she should YouTube, Mind Block. She's done a song called Mind Block. She had done it at that time.
Yeah.
So we were learning those steps.
Okay. Sid Malhotra is seen outside Manish Malhotra's house because he likes the food there and not because he's deciding his wedding outfit.
No, firstly, to tell people that I'm not his nephew. I mean, not that that's not offensive, but it's a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Because even recently somebody told me, he's like, so, it's so great to, meet your uncle and do this. I said, my uncle? And I'm like, he's talking about Manish Malhotra. So it's very odd that just because I have the same last name, people still confuse me with being his blood relatives, even though he is like family. But
Yeah.
I'm not from that background.
Okay, but you evaded the question
Which
fully.
is what?
You go there for the food and not because you're deciding your wedding outfit.
As I told you, Manish is like family, so we went there to meet him.
Okay. The last one is when Sid Malhotra is given a compliment, he doesn't say thank you. He says, "Ye dil mange more."
I wish, of course. Hungry for compliments,
Yeah.
hungry for love. Every actor is, every performer is. So I'm no different.
Done. Thank you so much, Sid, for giving us time.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much.